there is nothing so useless as doing efficiently that which should not be done at all. I am inclined to agree with these words from Peter Drucker. Hi, my name is Anton Bennink and this is the Freedom Lifestyle Show where I try to share tips, tricks and tools to create more freedom in life and achieve all those things that we identify as our deepest desires. And today I wanted to have a chat about the Big Domino. Not so long ago, I was reading Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, and in his book, he speaks about the Big Domino. And this came from a story that Tim Ferriss from the 4-Hour Workweek told about on a stage to a group of very successful entrepreneurs. And when he was asked the question, well, Tim, what do your days look like? What do you do on a day-to-day, hour-to-hour basis? And he was like, well, guys, if I told you or what my day would look like, or if you followed me throughout a day, you'd probably be bored out of your mind. Because most of the days, I don't do much. I wake up a bit late, I go have breakfast, I read a bit, I do some sports, I walk in nature, I might do some hobbies, and I basically just sit around and think. And there's the key, sit around and think. But what then do you think about? What he said, I think about what the one big domino is in his life or in his business, that when he knocks that domino down, everything else will start to tumble after that, or will start to go almost automatically because that core thing, that big domino is done. And there's different ways of looking at it. And Russell Brunson, he looked at it through the lens of sales funnels, through the lens of marketing. And he basically realized, well, what is the one core belief that if people start to believe that, and that would basically knock over all possible other objections that they'd have, and they'd have to purchase what I'm selling, because that's how strong they believe in it, because I convinced them of that one big domino. And that is in selling, but there's a big domino in your health. Is it a certain habit? Is it a certain nutrition pattern? There's a big domino in your relationships. How do you go about your relationships? There's a big domino in your financial planning strategy. There's a big domino in basically anything and everything that you want to achieve in life. And this is what it's all about. And Timothy Ferriss, he was like, well, how long do I think about what my big domino is? Well, perhaps I don't do much and I just sit around and think for like weeks, maybe even months, until I have that aha moment that I realize that is the thing, that if I get that done, everything else will fall into place. So, going back to Peter Drucker's words, there's nothing so useless as doing efficiently that which should not be done at all. And so often we move through our days hurried and harried to get so many different things done. But are they, those things that we are getting done, are they useful to our eventual desire, to achieving that which we truly want? Or are we just doing to be doing? I live in the Netherlands, and here in the Netherlands, more often than not, when I come across like friends, family, just people in business, people in general, and I ask, how are you doing? More often than not, they say, oh, I'm so busy. And they tend to be proud about the fact that they are busy. While the most successful super achievers of our society today are not busy. Yes, they are constantly working on things, but they are never hurried and harried. And that is because they've got a crystal clear picture of what it is that they want, what it is that they are moving towards, and they've got crystal clear action steps to do to take them to where they want to be. And when you have these crystal clear action steps that you've thought of, that you know and are 100% sure that those are your big domino activities, that once you get those things done, everything else will fall into place. You are not worried and hurried and harried, running from one thing to the other thing to the other. You just know that is what I gotta do next. And it doesn't matter if it takes you an hour to get it done, or it doesn't matter if it takes you a week to get it done, because that is the thing that you know when you knock it over is going to take you where you want to go. And that's how simple it is. The big domino strategy. What is your big domino? By the way, if you're interested in more of these little tips, tricks and tools, like I share really short ones on my channel, The Freedom Lifestyle, and I also share this podcast, The Freedom Lifestyle Podcast, where I go a little bit deeper into all those personal discovery and personal development lessons that I've learned that can help you improve your health, your wealth, and your relationships exponentially over time by just simple changes in mindset and simple changes in skill set. So if you're interested in more of this stuff, like, please click the subscribe button, and I'll be uploading every Monday, Wednesday and Friday one of my podcast shows and little tricks, tips and tools throughout the week. Let's continue, because this is all about productivity without running on that hamster wheel of life. Because most of us, Robert Kiyosaki calls it the rat race. And in simple language that a 2 or 4-year-old could understand, it is basically getting up, going to work to earn your money, to pay for your living, go back to sleep, go back to work, to take the cycle all over again. And this gives us a lack of something very, very important. This gives us a lack of a compelling future in life. If we don't have a compelling future, something like that we've never done before, that we are shooting for, that massive moonshot idea, it must be something that you want. It must be something not that you already think you know how to get, or that you already know how to get. It must just be something that you want and that you have never had before. And that is a compelling future. And when you've got a compelling future like that, you know that you've got to do something else, something different than that you've been doing in the past. And by taking those different action steps, we are basically changing our paradigm. We are basically changing that mental program that runs in our subconscious mind that almost exclusively controls our habitual behavior. And almost all our behavior is habitual. So that compelling future, that goal, that moonshot idea that you've got no clue how to do, but like you are so sure that once you've got it, it is going to change the course of your life for the better. That is going to get you to do the things that you got to do, to become comfortable being uncomfortable, to be able to change your paradigm, to be able to step out of that rat race that so many of us are stuck in nowadays. And I would like to give you something to help you take those first steps on that journey. It is something I've created and that I'm giving away for free. It's called the Ultimate Life and Business Design Template. And you can download it at my website, antonbennink.com. There's also a link in the description below. But this template is simply a few steps that can help you first to identify what is that deepest desire, what is that want that I've got residing deep inside of me. And then to show you the first few steps that you can put together to get you moving into that direction of your deepest desires. Because basically what I want to do is help you figure out what it is that you want and then help you how to get it. Isn't that amazing? Let us live life with love and live life with passion. My friends, what is your big domino? Please post it in the comments below and let's help each other knock it over. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.